All right, ABC. We've just had an awesome day at our March comp. Sun was out, fun little waves, and something I'm pretty excited about. I don't normally carry a bit of paper when I'm going to talk to someone, but I am today because that's how much respect I have for the guy I'm about to talk to. I heard a thing that Al Merrick said once about it was never about him, it was always about the surfers, and this rings true more than anything with this guy I'm sitting next to, and it's Mick Power.
Thank you, Sean.
Mick's a life member of our club, and for any young kid that's grown up surfing around this area, they've looked up to him, and he's nearly touched most of young...
I never touched it.
No, he's spent a lot of time with up-and-coming surfers at Avoca, and I'd just love to have a chat to him before we've got our ABB up at Burleigh, and then the Kira teams back-to-back, and also a whole heap of things coming this year with the Pacific Cup the guys are organising, and then, of course, Kings of the Coast. So, Mick, when did you start in Avoca Boardriders?
I started in Avoca Boardriders in the 80s, the early 80s. I moved up this way. I was living down in the eastern suburbs of Kim, and we moved up here. Her family was from here, and when I came up, I decided I'd be part of the Avoca Boardriders, and then I had the bakery, and I used to sponsor the Boardriders. Yeah, so it's been fun. Love the Boardriders. As I was saying before, one of the first persons I came across and who taught me how to judge, because I'd been a surfer but didn't really know much about judging, was Lovey.
Lovey, we all know Lovey, loved life member,
So
sometimes called the devil. Imagine a young Lovey. That would have been interesting. So can you remember like the first crew of juniors in Boardriders that you started to mentor and take under your wing?
Yeah, we had a guy coming up this way called Terry Day, and he was the brother of Greg Day, who was a CT surfer. I grew up with these guys, and they also had Damien Hardman. So Terry was a CT judge, and Greg was on the tour. So they used to have a stable of guys that they were coaching, and I'd never heard of anyone coaching surfers before. So Terry was getting them fit, coaching them. So he had Frida Zamber and Damien Hardman and Matt Cattle and quite a few surfers, and he got in contact with me and said we had some good young surfers up here, would they be interested? So he used to come up once a week of a Thursday. We had the surf club, and we had Adam Leslie and Sanger, Nick Leslie, Sam Shell, Craig Barrett was part of it back then. So yeah, and from that, Terry said, well, why don't you keep going with it? This is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing it. Do you want to keep going? So I did. I used to do a couple of days a week with Sam and Adam McGarrigle and a few others. So yeah, kind of started there, and yeah, just kept going.
and that just then became like part and parcel of being any team for Avoca Boardriders for the next...
Well, it wasn't always the team. It was always about, like, I wasn't always the team manager. There was, like, I think I was the team manager in 2000 when we won the Kira team.
Yeah,
So before that, it was a lot of work with Sam. Like, I had a big video camera, so I used to spend a lot of time on the beach videoing
Sam Shell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Even give him driving lessons.
Yeah.
So, and with McGarrigle and a few others, it was always fun, but it was always about, you know, kids, what they can do for themselves, feeling good about themselves. If you're feeling fit, you're feeling good, it's the mental health part of it comes into it, and it all ties in, and you just kind of push that there's nothing you can't do. If you put your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. And I'm always a believer in that, and this is what I was pushing forward.
And you just keep reiterating that through the generations.
Pretty much, because, you know, a young person back then in the 80s and a young person today still needs to hear that stuff. You know, they still need to do how well they're doing, and if they keep at it, they can achieve anything. And it's just not in sport, it's in anything. You know, if you really put your mind to it, you believe in yourself, and it's hard work. It's always hard work. And the guys I'm training at the moment, we do 3 days a week, and it's usually for 2 hours, and it's physical training. So
tell us a bit about the physical training. So those that you don't know, there's a couple of famous little things that is part of a Mick Power training. He's got the Copa stairs. The Copa stairs are, how many stairs are the Copa stairs?
I've never counted, but Josh Hay told me there was 164.
164 stairs, and they don't just go up once. How many times when the team's fit do you go up those stairs?
Well, when we just finished recently, we're doing 14 sets, but we can go up to 20. And then there's lunges and there's jumps. There's different things we do between. And then we normally go up and do some boxing and some stretching and core exercises and meditation. So we try and, as I said, it takes about 2 hours to get it all in. And the guys have been fantastic. Young Talia and Emily, fantastic at training. Like they're training with guys like Leno and Finn and Teague. And
so that's Talia Tebb and Emily Falcone, both
Yes.
up and coming ABC surfers, training with our open guys and matching them.
yes.
Wow.
So it's really good to see, and they've got the belief in themselves. They feel good about themselves and what they're doing. And as I said, it's if you're mentally prepared, physically prepared, you're giving yourself every chance in the world to succeed. And that's what it's all about.
And that's not something every surf team would do, I'm sure. And the fact that
I hope not.
well, that's the edge. We're going to Burleigh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's incredible to think that kids that age are putting themselves through that sort of stuff for their club. A lot of people wouldn't realise this behind the scenes stuff, what it takes to get a team to go to Burleigh, to go to Kira, to go to all these other contests we go. This is your time, their time, and they're putting their club above all else.
Well, these guys, they work for a living or they're going to school. They've been a long day and then they show up at my place at 5:30 in the afternoon.
In summer.
In summer, and then I put them through it. So, and they don't leave my place till about 7 o'clock at night. So it's a long day, and that's for the Monday, Tuesday and Thursdays. So they put in a lot for the club. All them hours they're putting in just to represent, putting what they feel is their best foot forward too. We want to win. We're going there to win. And they've put in all the work. So we believe we can win. I'm ready for, they're ready for.
I'm coming and I'm screaming too. All right, so there's a lot of other stuff happening, but this to me was one of the coolest things I've got to do, only because I used to get down to the Shark Tower car park at 3 o'clock with my dad, and there was
And with
Mick,
your brother Jace?
Yeah, and my brother Jace, and Mick was there with his son, and he's been a frother for the 30 years I've known him. How old are you now?
67 this year.
So Mick's 67 and surfs better, looks better, and is fitter than most guys that are 40, younger, any other age. We all love him. Okay, so next weekend, Burleigh Boardriders battle. If you guys can't get up there, we want you screaming ABC as loud as you can from your house. The week after, the team's also going in the Kira teams. I'm sure you can watch that somewhere. The guys have organised the Pacific Cup. If you're a club from around the East Coast, we'd love for you to join in. We want to get our own Boardriders battle right here. All right, ABC.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.